What's up, everyone? Seem to be making all these videos in my car nowadays, but I wanted to ponder on what's about to happen in this world. Alright, there's a video by Shaking My Head Productions, alright, and it's called Why We Expose Predictive Programming. And I can't remember when it starts exactly, but there's a fuck, that did not sound good. A Metal Gear Solid or some type of, yeah, I think it's Metal Gear Solid, and they have this whole scenario about, you know, when the pandemic hits or when it starts to hit, and then it really hits, and then what's going to happen after, you know, it plagues everybody, and, you know, the economy's going to take a shit, blah blah blah. It just like it like spells it out for you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just wanted to point out like some of the obvious things, you know, like obviously everywhere but like New York, and that's the only other place I know as of right now that's not you know, like full on dealing with like everyone's fucking sick. But give it 2 weeks, give it 3 weeks, and we'll be there. Like, I hate to say that, but we'll be there. If this virus, because right now we have, I think, like 300 in Maryland, and that doubled over Saturday night. So, and fucking, damn, in a week or two, it's gonna be fucking curtains, yo. And still people are out there saying, oh, it's a hoax, it's a hoax. There's nothing to be worried about. You know, if you don't think about it, then you're not going to get it. Well, I'm sorry to say, man, but whoever the fuck out there is saying that, you're fucking stupid. Alright? Because A, we're dumb, but we're not, they know we're not that dumb to stage fake shit all over the country. Could it happen? I guess yes, it could. Anything's possible. But this shit's ravaging through everything, man. And the scary part about it is, you know, what if it hits a certain point and then it mutates, and then everyone else who got sick before gets sick again? But let's just say, for negative reasons, that in 3 weeks, everyone's fucking sick. We're all fighting. The hospitals are damn near full or are full, and people are dying on left and right. You know, just the worst of all worst that seems like could happen from this scenario that we're living out right now. Once they shut down everything minus the little food markets, and then, you know, every other thing gets shut down, you can't go, there's literally no reason to go out for anything, shit ain't gonna be good, yo. Like, y'all don't see these fucking people, these military tanks and Humvees and all the types of shit being rolled in through the city. You know, could it be a coincidence or old footage? Maybe. I don't know. But if that's true, there's tanks already being deployed, then they know within a couple weeks this shit's going to be fucking bonkers in this bitch. That's scary to think about. You know? I think right now is the time to be with your family. You know, see your family as much as you can. Because you never know, man. Like, my parents aren't like so old, but they're, you know, they're hitting their 60s age, and I'm just a little terrified. You know, couldn't imagine losing my fucking mom or my dad right now. You know, let alone losing lose anybody. But, you know, if they shut everything down, then the economy is going to fucking take a shit on itself because it's not bringing any money in. On top of them, you know, writing, was it trillions and trillions of dollars to give to us, you know, over the couple weeks or whatever. It's just like, I don't know how that all that shit works, but there's got to be consequences to just handing out money, you know. And I feel like they would never do that in any other circumstance except for something so horrible, and they've got to make it look like they're trying to help us. But here's my whole thing too, is that there ain't no fucking way. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like, fuck you, whatever. I don't give a shit. There ain't no fucking way that if somebody fucking made this thing, alright, that they didn't already have a motherfucking cure. I don't give a fuck who you are. If I'm the fucking scientist making the goddamn thing, the first thing that I'm gonna figure out is how to fucking make a cure for it, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, so that A, I can have that shit on hand, so that if I get sick or any of my family members get sick, boom, I can fucking take care of them. And if they didn't do that, then they're literally fucking brainless idiots then, because they forgot that they're human too. Maybe not all of them, but I don't know, man. I'm just fucking irritated. I'm just pissed off. I'm already sick of staying in the fucking house, you know. I gotta go find another job, but everybody's fucking laying the fuck off, and it's just, I don't know, yo. I just don't know, man. All I know is that shit ain't good right now. It ain't gonna be good. You know, if that shit happens, the economy crashes, that's why the fucking military takes through there. They know that they know something that we don't fucking know, and they're not gonna fucking tell us. There's a fucking reason, man. Get it through your fucking head that there's a goddamn reason that there's military being put out into the streets. Fucking tanks, alright? Not just regular cars. We're talking fucking tanks. And people are just like, oh my god, look at the fucking tank going over there. Oh my god, what are they doing? What the fuck do you think they're doing, man? I don't know, man. I'm sorry to be all fucking irritated and shit, but, you know, it just sometimes, fucking smoking cigarettes again, all types of shit, man. It's the worst fucking thing for me. But I'm at fucking breaking point with this life bullshit, yo. Like, I mean, I'm not, like, gonna kill myself. I don't want y'all to think that. I'm just fucking irritated, yo. It's just like, I'm so sick of living my life not having answers while they move in the fucking darkness, drinking people's blood and shit, and make movies about it, make cartoons about it. You know, look up Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc., the whole fucking movie. It's a great movie, you know what I'm saying, if you know, look at it a certain way. But if you see it the other way, you'd be like, what the fuck? Monsters, Inc., the whole fucking premise of it is they own, there's this secret organization, monster organization, that goes around town and they scare these fucking kids by under their bed or in their closet or whatever the case is. And the more they scare them, the more energy they take from them, and then they can, I don't know, stockpile it up or whatever. But just think about adrenochrome, and the more you torture somebody, the more adrenaline comes out of their fucking brain, and then that means the more potent the fucking blood's gonna be. You know, it's a direct metaphor. And then on top of it, there's a part in there where somebody's messing with a soccer ball or something, and if you stop it at a certain point, the soccer ball exactly maps out the molecular structure of adrenochrome. And it's just fucking right in your face, yo. But people don't see this shit. And it's still crazy that today, this day and age, people don't see that shit. You know, I wish I could take my brain and hook it up to somebody else's brain and let them understand or see how I see and understand how I understand. Because I see it a whole nother fucking world, man. And it frustrates me that other people don't see it. They're like, oh, this is life. Like, this is how we're supposed to be, and there's jobs all over the place, and we got to give our taxes. Like, wake the fuck up. Don't you realize that this place, we're supposed to be, I don't know, we're not supposed to live like this, all right? We're destroying the fucking world, and then, well, they're destroying the world. We do our fair share, but, you know, for the most part, I try to be conscious of what I'm doing, you know, as I'm smoking a fucking cigarette, of course. But they throw it all in your fucking face, man. Like, nobody sits back and is just like, how did I get here? Why am I here? Why am I in this body? Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know? Like, nobody questions this shit. And the more fucked up thing about it all is that because we only live to an average of fucking, if you're lucky, you get to live to 100 years. And even then, isn't long enough to really understand of what they're doing and how long they've been doing it. The problem with society and why we continuously fucking repeat ourselves is because none of us live long enough to fucking see the pattern, alright? Some of us do, and I think, you know, certain people are being brought into this place because they know what's up, and, you know, they set themselves up pretty nicely. But they're in a secret organization, and they keep the same fucking rules year after year, decade after decade, century after fucking century, and it stays the fucking same, so that whatever they're trying to implement or put out is exactly what the fuck's gonna be put out, because you're not going off of, you know, just like the public, you know, everybody's thinking different, whatever. No, everybody's on one accord at that point. I mean, think about it. They're putting 5G up right now, which is crowd control. They're bringing fucking tanks in. Our economy's about to collapse. You know, I don't want to be all doom and gloom and fucking be all negative and shit, but that's what I feel in my fucking gut, man. Everything's pointing towards it. Why? Because they're gearing up for something huge. You can feel it. I can feel it. You can fucking see it if you look hard enough. Something's about to happen, man. You know, I think there's a reason why they came out with that movie Purge. Except they made it look like, oh, the U.S. declares one day out of the year where everybody can just be lawless, whatever. But instead, in this world, it's, oh no, it's about to be lawless because of this virus, and the economy is about to collapse, and people are going to start looting and trying to get enough food so they can survive. And the people who are nice, you know, are going to wait till the last minute and be asked out because they're not going to be no more food left. Fucking reason why they don't, you know, farming is like a pastime. You know, yeah, people still do it, but not really anywhere. You know, around where I'm at, since it's more rural, they do, but for the most part, you don't see it very often. If all of us grew our own shit and was able to make it to where we could make it last, then we'd all be okay. We wouldn't need this fucking place. But we've been bred on chemicals, fucking sugar that's as addicting as heroin. You know, fucking exposed to fucking chemicals that we shouldn't have been exposed to, and plastics and this and that and yada 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 yada. I could go on for on and on and on and on and on because it doesn't fucking stop, because every day they're coming out with something different to fucking destroy us with. You know, I tell you one thing is that I'm not hesitating anymore, man. Like, you know, we all hesitate because we want to think the best and not worry. But, you know, my whole thing is this: all those people who are just like, oh, stay positive and send love and blah blah blah. Okay, that's cool, but what happens if the economy crashes? What? Love ain't gonna do shit for you at that point. I don't know. Maybe I'm just negative, real negative. I don't know, but I feel like we're all about to be tested, and I think the first test is going to be the mandatory vaccination. Like, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, you can suck my fucking dick. I'm not taking no goddamn vaccine. I'm not taking no experimental shit for this thing. If this fucking virus kills me, then so fucking be it. It kills me. That's completely fine with me. That way I don't have to fucking worry about being in this fucking hellhole, you know? I'm just frustrated, everyone. Even though I say everyone and I'm talking to my goddamn self. Because technically y'all ain't listening to it yet. I mean, you're listening to it now because you're watching it, but whatever, it's fucking retarded. I just don't see things getting better. I don't see things going back to what we just had. Like, be real with yourselves, you know? And don't tell me, don't be negative, don't be negative. No, look at the fucking world. We're not going back to normalcy, ever. This virus, I mean, it just doesn't go away, you know? If they were really able in doing, or if the government was a real government and you know, actually cared for us, then yeah, come up with a cure and then we can all take it and then we'll all be fine. But that's not, there's always a trick up their sleeve. Always, 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 always. And I'm just fucking sick and tired of people not seeing the shit, you know? And, you know, my channel, you know, doesn't, I mean, it gets views, but it doesn't get views, you know, maybe a couple, maybe 100, a couple videos, maybe a couple thousand, but for the most part, I feel like it's all being suppressed, and that's fine, whatever. I found, you know, 10 or 15 people who love who I am, and I love them back, and they make me happy when I get to talk to them, even though I've never met these people before. But, you know, that's the beauty of it all. At least that's what it was supposed to be. Now it's all about getting the most views, the quickest, and becoming rich and famous so you can flash it in front of everybody. It's fucking stupid, man. But we all gotta fucking realize that we're never going back to this shit. We're never going back to normalcy, because it's out there now, you know? It's always gonna be out there, just like H1N1 and every other thing. Yeah, it dies down because people get immune to it and shit, but it's always gonna be out there. But we'll see, you know? We'll see. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I'd rather scare the fuck out of you and make you start thinking than tell you everything's gonna be okay and me be incredibly wrong. And then you panic even worse then. You know? Get the panic out of your system now, so that when shit does hit the fan, we're almost desensitized to it. I mean, regardless if the economy crashes, nobody's going to be desensitized to it. There'll be some people, but, you know, you think it's fucking crazy now? Just imagine what happens when the economy crashes. Open lawlessness, military on the streets, killing people, you know, gangs are going to fucking rise up because, you know, because there's not going to be any fucking law. You know, a lot of shit's going to change, man. But like I said, go look up that In Time or Shaking My Head Productions, Why We Expose Predictive Programming, and watch that video in its entirety, and tell me if that doesn't show you exactly what the fuck's about to happen here. And leave a message, you know, if you guys do read it or watch it. But sorry for the angriness, but I'm frustrated. I just want things to be okay, and it's not going to be okay. So everyone, try to have a wonderful day. I love you all, and stay safe if that's even a thing anymore.